Hello everyone. Today we will discuss how to make 2% in next 1 week's time. All right. So please stay tuned with the video. Watch until the end of the video to understand what are the stock options that you have to make a 2% in the next week. Welcome back to the channel Nifty Forecast, and my name is Lokesh. You are looking at Nifty and Bank Nifty intraday chart, and as we all are aware and as we all are prepared for a bull run, the market has given a decent bull run in the first day of the series, monthly series. And we could see over a 1% move in the Bank Nifty, and a slight retracement at the end of the day was definitely visible. Right, I'm sure Nifty was not really aggressive because of Reliance that is dragging down the Nifty index for about 2%. So not much of activity in the Nifty, definitely. Right. So what has happened in the intraday? How do we get 2% in the next week? Let's get into it. We are looking at the bhavcopy. I would want to clear off the filters. Let's see what has happened in Nifty and Bank Nifty. The Bank Nifty contracts have been added. I mean, a significant open interest has been created for sure. And in the Nifty as well, there has been a significant open interest created in this month. This is a good sign. And let's look at the intraday activity, participant wise volume, and what we get to see is really surprising. What has happened in the market? We absolutely were bullish. We were bullish, right? I mean, although in the Nifty there was slight retracement, we definitely closed positive, and Bank Nifty was aggressively in a bullish mode. So but what we get to see in the data, I mean, the inside information is showing that the short side of the trade was dominant, as in the short trades were traded more than the long trades by the major market participants, DII, FIA, and Pro. This is the long contracts, index long contracts number, and this is the index short contracts number. That means close to 9,000 short contracts are more than the long contracts by the major market participants. If we ignore this particular 2,000 contracts, that will sum up to 7,000 contracts by FIA and Pro, who are the active participants in the short term, that is 1 to 3 days when they take any position. So let's also look at the OI information, and then we can probably plan for the next day or next week. Right. So the positional information stands bullish yet. I mean, 26,990 contracts, long contracts are more than the short contracts. So that is definitely a good sign for us to look for a bullish movements in the market for a long term, as in more than 3 days, right? Within 3 days, I don't really see a long term, I mean, bullish movement, because in the intraday, it is evidently a short side of the trade, right? Or close to 7,000 contracts. So be prepared for the action the next day, and I'm sure we'll be able to make some progress, or we can make some money rather. Right. And let's look at the stocks that we have made as a norm these days. We are looking at the TX3 Edelweiss platform. We will go to the market stats menu and look for futures, and here we try to understand the open interest analysis. I mean, the default page is open interest analysis, and what we do is we sort it from large to, I mean, descending order in the change in OI column, so that we get to understand where the open interest has been created today, because all we need is information that has been accumulated today, so that we can plan for tomorrow, right? So let's look at it. I mean, let's look at the bigger numbers here, so that we can understand that there has been a lot of activity, because the smaller numbers has a large lot size, right? So the change in open interest will definitely be high for the smaller LTP, I mean, smaller the price scripts. So let's look at Axis Bank. The price is 763 and the lot size will be definitely smaller than the PNB, Punjab National Bank, right? And still the open interest has been significantly high, and so is Tata Steel. So these counters, I am sure there will definitely be an action. So to understand in the what the direction of the action, you should go into the option chain and do the analysis to understand in what direction it might move. Now let's go to the market stats again, and we will now do a option open interest analysis, right? So here we go to the option chain. In fact, I mean, this is the option chain. Earlier we looked at the open interest for the futures. Now we are looking at the open interest for options. So it's just a naming difference, nothing else. So here also we try to put the descending order for the volume lots so that we get to understand what is the major action from the scripts. Right. So it is evident that Reliance was trading in the negative mode. So you can probably short a for OTM call. But yeah, I have just posted a video the other day how to make 2% income, a steady income. Please watch that particular video to understand how to take an entry, what are the levels you need to consider, what are the tools that are required for making 2% in a week. Right. So Reliance is definitely there on the cards. Tata Steel is also definitely there, like just we have seen. And what is on the put side? Puts are aggressively written here. Infi, we have time and again discussed that it has been absolutely bullish. And Tata Steel again here popping up. So that means there will definitely be an action in the upside for Tata Steel because it has just taken some support in the while going while taking the retracement. So I'm sure there is definitely a support, and the stock might as well either move sideways to upside. So the stocks that you can definitely trade for 2% is SBIN, State Bank India, 400 put. You can short it if you have enough capital, or if you want to stay hedged, you can short the FAR OTM put and buy the next put. As in, if you are shorting 400 put, you have to buy a 380 put so that you will be hedged, and the margin requirements will come down to 60 rupees, 60,000. I'm sorry. Yeah, and so is the game with ICICI Bank. It is absolutely looking bullish. So you can short a 630 put. If you want to take a hedge position, you can buy a 610 put and sell 630 put. And Nifty is definitely in bullish mode. So you can also consider it. And Reliance is something that you can definitely consider to sideways to negative move. All right. But if in case Reliance touches 2000 mark, there is definitely a point to take a support, right? Please be aware of Reliance at 2000 levels. So that's about the content. I have given 3 different scripts to take to make 2% in the next week. See you on the Monday. Have a great time. Bye bye.